Coach O, what's for lunch?
Gumbo, baby.
Let's get cooking. I love it. Woo!
What's for lunch? What's for lunch? I know he's in the kitchen whipping something tough. What's for lunch? What's for lunch? Wanna see what Chef Donny's cooking up? What's for lunch?
Guys, welcome back to What's for Lunch. Coach O,
How you doing, buddy?
welcome to the kitchen.
And I'll tell you what, it smells good.
I'm excited. This is a first gumbo. I've made jambalaya. I've made some Cajun food before. Never really made a gumbo to and from scratch. And now having you in the kitchen trying my first gumbo is a lot of pressure. And I found out yesterday you were coming in too. So I usually like to practice if it's something I've never made. I go, all right, let me get a few recipes. Let me learn. I didn't have time for that, so this one we'll hope it's good. But I no pressure having you here.
Well, it smells good. And look, anything I can do to help you along, I'll see my mama and dad cook a bunch of gumbos. I'm here to help.
I was gonna say you're probably the biggest connoisseur of a gumbo, right? Because you grew up eating it.
Grew up eating it, and every house that I'd go into when I was head coach at LSU in a recruiting visit would have gumbo for me.
Really?
And every gumbo tasted, it was all great, but everyone tastes different.
You ever judge a player based on if they have better gumbo or not? Does that factor at all?
Well, I wouldn't judge Joe Burrow now.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, so there's tons of variations, right? You can go shrimp, you can go chicken.
Right.
We're gonna go. I saw you last night quickly, so we're doing chicken, and I got good andouille sausage here
man,
to start,
look at that.
and then just the basics from what I saw from my research: some green pepper, some onion, and then we have our flour, which we're gonna make our roux with,
That's right.
and then the seasonings: onion powder, garlic powder, mustard powder.
Perfect.
Filet, which is ground sassafras,
There you go.
which I was able to find last minute.
Found the filet.
I found some filet,
Great job.
so I was like, we got to make sure it's on point. And then I have some. Do you like what's the spice level that you like? Do you go spicy? You're
medium
like
plus.
Medium plus.
Yeah.
But is that like Cajun? Is that Louisiana medium plus?
Yeah, Louisiana medium plus.
Probably a little higher.
Yeah,
then. Okay.
a little bit higher.
Okay, perfect.
Chicago, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I like the heat too, so I'm with it. What do you, as far as cooking? Do you cook at all? Do you like to cook? Do you just like to eat?
Yeah, when I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. I spent all my life coaching.
Yeah.
But I love eating. I love food.
Okay.
I love watching it being cooked and being part of.
Okay.
We grew up like the men in the neighborhood would cook.
Yep.
Everybody would come on over and shoot the bull and have a blast. Have a couple of cold pops. We had a blast.
I love it. Okay, well that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna get this going. We're gonna start with the chicken. So we're gonna build all the flavor in the pan. Starting with the chicken first. So essentially, we're gonna take all of our spices that we just talked about. It's gonna go into our flour. Now, just give this a quick mix. This we're gonna use some of this just to lightly dredge the chicken, and then we're gonna save most of it for the roux to build the roux. So we want all that seasoning in the roux.
My favorite dishes. Okay. Besides gumbo, pork chop and turnip fricassee.
Ah, the
You know what a
fricassee.
fricassee.
Yeah. I've just done it with chicken, but it's the broken bone and you stew it in
Exactly.
there. Yep.
Stew it. It's like people call that a stew. Well, my mother puts pork chops in it, but the biggest thing is she puts the turnips in there. Yeah, and I love the turnips and the pork chops in the fricassee over rice with fried potatoes.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's carved out, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's got to be a football player's dream, though. This kind of diet, you're just loading up and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
You can play for hours on that. So we're gonna let this go, not too long. We're not trying to cook it through because it's gonna cook through it in the gumbo out. So we just want to build like a nice color on it, a nice crust. I'm gonna have you do the green pepper and the celery. And the celery I've already sliced, so we just want a little bit of that. Okay. And now we're just doing a dice on. Yep.
Okay, you got it, man.
Look at that. I don't even have to give you any instruction. You're going great there.
Get it going, man. All right. This
I'll do the onion.
Tu parles français un petit peu, hein?
Ah oui, on parlait en français un petit peu avant qu'on ait commencé le film, oui.
C'est un bon temps quand tu fais ça. When you sit around and cook, it's a good time. We like to talk about the good times, talk about recruiting, talk about what we're going to do. The men sit around, have a couple beers, have a good time, and enjoy a good meal together.
So these we're going to take off. I did some earlier just to kind of speed ahead of time here. And then, so this is the color we're looking for. So we would let those go a little longer.
Ça sent bon, hein?
Ouais, ça sent très bien.
Ça sent bon.
C'est juste de poulet et maintenant avec donc le roux c'est des choses que donc on veut pas le brûler. Il y a un petit peu donc je vais prendre une serviette et je vais enlever. Ouais, mais pas tout. Juste ici quand c'est un petit tronc noir là.
You don't want to grease it.
We do want it greasy, but there's a little bit of black bits there. You don't want it to start to taste burnt. Okay. So then what we're gonna do, we have our sausage here, and then this we're gonna get some color on this too, because you could put it in like this, but you want it to have a kind of a crispy sear on the outside.
I like that fancy cut. That's that fancy.
You like that on the bias? If you're going out to a dinner, are you a steak dinner guy? Are you meat Italian?
I can eat Italian all day.
You're in the right city for that. We got some great Italian here in Chicago. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of color on that, and then while that's going, the hardest part really of this is the roux, like we were discussing after. So there's two ways you can do it that are wrong. You can undercook your roux, and it tastes just flour, super floury. Yeah. You can overcook it, and if you burn your roux, the entire thing is going to taste burnt. You might as well throw it away and start over. But the roux, and the difference with a Cajun roux or a roux for gumbo or a jambalaya is you want a deep color on it. So you really want to cook it till it's brown, or golden, or even further than that.
That's the art.
Right. So
when to stop it.
When to stop it. So if you're cooking a traditional roux for, let's say you're making just a beef stew or something, classic French, you stop it when it's nice and blonde and bubbly. With this, we're taking it till it's like, deep brown. That's how you get the color you want in your.
That's kind of like Cajun. Right. We take everything to the edge.
Take it right to the edge.
Right.
All right, so that's the color we're looking for on the outside here.
I like that. What kind of fire you got on that?
This is like we're going pretty high heat.
Okay.
Like medium high, but see, just so we're getting this kind of color. And now we're building the flavor in the pan. Like this, that's all good fun.
Yeah.
For the sake of the show, I have some already done in here. So now we'll take the sausages off. After it gets nice and crispy like that, off to the side here. Okay, now it's time for the roux. So,
here we go.
So we're using some of that fat from the chicken skin, which is great, and then we let the leftover bits, and then a little bit more oil. For this kind of a roux, we want it. Usually you go a little medium heat. For this, we want to take it higher because butter. If you make a roux traditionally, we use butter, and butter smokes and burns at a lower heat. With oil, we can take it a little hotter, and that's how we're going to get that darker color. So we're going to take it just before it starts to smoke, so hotter than you think. And then roux, people get nervous. The thing that people kind of like get nervous about with roux is they'll be, I think I broke it, or it's too soon, it gets clumpy. With the roux, as long as you keep whisking and you add your stock, you're gonna be fine. You can save it. As long as you don't burn it, don't worry about the way it looks. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get this going a little hotter. We want to see. You can test it too by if you put the flour in. See how it kind of bubbled, but not that much. We're gonna give this a couple more seconds. How's that sauce?
That's just like how my mom does. Yeah. That's just like my mom does. I actually say, "Hey mom, how you cook that?" Man, you take about 2 little pinches and then put it in there. Yeah. What's a pinch? That's a table. Well, you know.
Yeah. That's why people ask for recipes, and I always go, like let me try to write it down. But cooking it's just a
art,
feel.
Man. You gotta feel it. Yeah.
It's all feel. Baking's a science. Baking you follow exact, but cooking really is just it's all feel.
That's why most every gumbo that you eat is gonna taste just a little bit different.
Right.
Because everybody has their own personal touch on it, right?
Right. So now we're going in with the flour. And see, we're kind of smoking a little bit, so now we take it off the heat a little bit, and then we stir. And then we stir. And you just got to keep whisking.
If you don't do that, you're going to burn it, right?
Exactly. You keep it moving, keep it moving. Now we go back on the heat, and it's just a balancing game. So now...
You took it off the heat.
So now you can start to smell the flour. So like, people are always like, I don't know when a roux is done. Because knowing the flour is going to cook off, and you're going to smell flour in the air. So you want to keep it going and just keep stirring. So now this is going to go, I don't know, we're going to take this like 2-3 minutes. You can take it to like a really dark. You can go 5 minutes and get it to like almost like a black roux. But for this we're going brown, like a dark brown.
How do you know how much flour to put in?
So usually with the roux, it's equal parts of flour with the oil. So we had about half a cup of oil in there, so half a cup of flour.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that little secret.
Yeah. There you go. That slipped my mind.
I catch a little secret there. I mean, that's a big part, right?
Yeah, that's a huge part.
Equal part, right?
Yeah, equal. Any kind of fat. So you could use butter, you could use duck fat, you could use peanut oil, you can use any fat, and then equal parts. We got a decent color, and we have all that fat. Yeah, you keep that a stir, and see how it's thickening up.
Yeah.
So like we can really just whisk this, and the problem is too, if you got away and you walk away from this. That's where it's going to burn.
That's right, you're done, right?
The heat is not high enough that you kind of got to keep it moving as you go. And now we can start adding a little bit of stock. So now this is where people might see how we got that deep color pretty fast?
Yeah, I got you.
Now we go a little stock.
Yeah.
Little. And see how that's thickening up?
Yeah.
Look at that. So now we got that thickened up.
Be quick on that, right?
And now we go in with our vegetables too.
You know what I like you did? You pull it off the fire.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll burn. So
That's
yeah,
right.
it's all about adjusting
Yeah.
it. Now veggies go in, and now this is gonna just thicken together, and this will make our roux. So now, if we have, just for the sake of the show, I'm gonna kind of skip ahead in time, but now you want this to go for about 5 minutes with the vegetables,
Okay.
just so it all softens up.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna pour in the rest of your stock.
Man, this smells just like my house growing up.
That's a good sign because Coach, this is the first gumbo I've made. So you know I'm
What?
I'm going off just research and
Yeah.
feel. So yeah, keep it moving, keep it moving. And now we go in with the rest of our stock. Keep that stirring. Yep.
Look at that.
And then we go in with our sausage, and then our chicken. Since we just browned our chicken, it's not cooked through. It's gonna sit in here, and now this gumbo we're gonna let go for an hour.
Oh, Lord.
And it's gonna start to thicken up even more.
man.
The chicken's gonna cook through. The sausage is gonna flavor it. Yeah, we chuck a bay leaf in there, and then boom. We're gonna end up with something like this. Let me give this a quick stir. So now we have our chicken pieces that have cooked. So if anything, we can cut those off the bone a little bit here, and then we got our gumbo. So I got some rice. We're gonna serve this up. Got a little bit of rice here,
Oh my God, man.
and then Coach. You're the one that told me with the boiled eggs.
Put it in there.
I boiled up some eggs for you.
Okay, here we go.
So you
All right.
show me, you
Right.
show me how this is done.
Feeling pretty good here. Yeah. That's the first one, young man.
Yeah, I didn't know you put boil. So you put them in
Yeah.
now, or you put them in on the plate?
Put them in now. Let them get the taste.
So we got our rice here.
Man, look at that. Yeah, that's a bowl right there.
Now let's get it. We gotta get a little bit of everything in here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
Around there.
going with a scoop, get an egg, get all that sausage.
Man. How about that, guys?
Good thing we got a bunch here, T-Bar.
I like that. You see that? That's experience right there. You see? You got the spoon to pick up the ingredients, and you got the spoon to pick up the sauce.
Oh yeah.
That's a guy with experience right there. Okay, my man, here we go.
Et voila, bon appétit.
Bon appetit. Oh my God, what is it, bro? No, oh,
How do you think? What do we think?
excellent.
Yeah?
Man, is that good. Man.
T-Bob, you coming in too?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm down.
Man, how about this?
T-Bob, I don't know if I have another bowl.
Do you have a spoon? I'll just
Here,
hop in that
I got a
gumbo
spoon, yeah.
plate right there.
Kind of comes at the end. Here, Coach, you want a Pepsi here?
Yeah. Give me a little pepper. Hey, you know what? The spice is perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Little Pepsi, zero sugar with some gumbo. Can't go wrong.
Bruh.
Is it good? I mean,
Fucking good.
I was so nervous making this because it's my first gumbo for you,
Oh my
Coach.
God.
Cheers.
What? And we got to bring you to South Louisiana, man. We go over to the restaurant with you, son.
Well, there you go. Mais c'est pas mal, ouais?
Là, c'est bon.
C'est très
C'est
bien.
bon. Très bien. Le ça,
Alors, merci beaucoup, Cocho.
faut qu'il mange ça comme ça. Ouais, là.
Mon souffle. Delicious. Coach, thank you so much.
Good job, bro.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, man.
I got something for you too. Huh. Little book here. This is just like, if you don't, there's nothing crazy, nothing too fancy in here.
Yeah.
Beginner cooks, advanced
Yes.
cooks, everyone can kind of use it. Just
Thank you, my friend. I need
simple.
it.
Yeah.
How about this?
Look, if John, I gave one to Gruden. If Coach Gruden
Yeah.
can use that and he made something out of it, I think anyone can. So
Oh.
he was the guinea pig.
I'm going to use it in a video too. I tell you what, I haven't done this in a while, but this is so damn good. Makes me want to say, go Tigers.
Whoa! Let's go! Huge! That's awesome. Guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll see you next time. Peace. Coach O.
Merci.
You're the man.
Bon.
Merci. Hey, merci beaucoup.
Ouh,
À la prochaine fois.